Hello everyone, I'm Andy from the Pix Pub, and I'm here to talk about the PlayStation games we have picked up here recently over the Christmas season. Okay, so I'm here to talk about the games that we picked up around the Christmas season, what we got for Christmas, stuff that we picked up over the past, since winter started basically. And we got about 11 games here, and at the very end I'm going to talk about another game that's maybe starting a new collection. Okay, let's get into it. First game is the lone PS4 game on this list. It's something I picked up, a handful of weeks ago. I was thinking about this game, and I played it digitally on the PS4 when it first came out, and I just realized I needed a physical copy of it because I loved it so much. It is Shadow Colossus on the PS4. I originally played Shadow Colossus on the PS2. I still have my PS2 copy over there on the shelf. I was obsessed with this game when it was first announced. It just looked so amazing at the time, and it was a demo on a official PlayStation magazine demo disc that I played the snot out of. And it was I remember going on internet forums around that time, and people breaking apart the demo and saying, "Hey, you could break through the world," and because it was an open world, but you can break through the demo world and explore this whole another part. It was a wild time. And then I guess it was Blue Point Games. Yes, did a fantastic remake on the PS4, and like I said, I played through it digitally a handful of years ago. One sitting, sat down, played it, beat it, and that was it. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, I need a physical copy on the PS4 because I enjoyed it that much. And Shadow of the Colossus. Okay, next up is a game that Kathy picked up on clearance at a Target. It is Stellar Blade. Now, this is the game it wasn't really on my radar. I'd heard of it. I'd seen it because it is a very pretty game. It stands out in trailers and stuff like that. But pure action games like that, like a Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden or stuff like that, just really aren't my cup of tea. I'd rather have something that I can grind in and get better at. I don't have to get good. I can just brute force my way through it. And I figured that's what this game is. But I have played a little bit of it now, just a little bit, and it was giving me kind of some Souls vibes. Like I was in the opening area and kind of running around. It's not point A to point B. It seems like there was a cohesiveness to the area. I did unlock a door where I could go back to the previous starting point if I wanted to, and that's very Dark Souls Zelda level design. And I don't know, maybe this is something that is for me. I'm not sure. I had other stuff that I wanted to play. Like I said, this was a Kathy pickup, but she hasn't played it yet. And yeah, I don't know. People seem to like it. Stellar Blade. Okay, next up was a gift from our fellow Pixel Pumpkin Patriots, Shelby and Josh. It is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. I played all the Metal Gear Solid games. I haven't played all the Metal Gear games because there's a ton of them, but I played the numbered Metal Gear Solid games. And my like of them, I think my top 5 Metal Gear Solid games, is way different from most people's because I go 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. 2 is my least favorite. I played it. I was super hyped for it. I played a demo of it a bunch. I watched the trailer a billion times on a demo disc. I was super hyped for Metal Gear Solid 2, but it just did not hit for me at all. So when Metal Gear Solid 3 came out, I didn't get it right away. I actually got it used at EB Games. It was a good time. It was definitely a whole lot better than 2 in my opinion, because you're escaping that whole gray big shell environment from Metal Gear Solid 2. It's just all gray all the time, and it just looked ugh. I did like the jungle environments for Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm excited to try this. I have seen some videos and gameplay and trailers and stuff like that, and it seems like a kind of a one-to-one remake of those levels from Metal Gear Solid 3, just with a brand new engine. It just looks amazing. I'm super excited to play this. I haven't touched Metal Gear Solid 3 since I played it back in 2004 or 5, whatever it was. But yeah, thank you, Shelby and Josh. I'm playing this soon. Okay, next up is a game that just showed up in the mail this morning. It is Trails Beyond the Horizon. This is something that I needed to play. I'm still on my Trails journey. This is, I guess, technically Trails through Daybreak 3. It still stars with Van and Agnes. And on the cover here, you can see there's some Marine action in there. Marine shorts are from the previous Cold Steel series, features in this game somehow. And does Kevin, I forget his last name, the green-haired guy, the guy that's part of the church. I think he's protagonist of Trails in the Sky 3, I think. But he's popped up in some of the Cold Steel games as well, so I know of him. And it features in this game somehow as well, and I'm super excited to play it. Get back into what Van is up to seeing how he's going to interact with Reen in the game. In the trailers, it does show Reen fighting the white-haired lady who has a similar sword style that Reen does, and that's going to be cool to see when that happens in the game. But yeah, trails be on the horizon. I don't know when I'll get to it. I've got a mountain games to play, obviously, all the time, but after Christmas, it definitely piles and piles and piles up. But I had it pre-ordered. I always pre-order these Falcon games that I really want, so it's going to get played. Okay, next up was a game I got for Christmas. It is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, the remaster. I don't know how much of the video game news and business side stuff you might follow watching this video, but Microsoft did raise prices on a bunch of stuff last year. Everyone did, except, well, Nintendo raised prices on accessories. They didn't raise prices on the actual console itself, but Game Pass was one of them that got jacked up in price. Double in price, as a matter of fact. It went from like $15 to $30 a month. And I had started playing Oblivion on the Xbox through Game Pass, and I played about 7 or 8 hours, and I was like, man, I really want to get back into it, dig into it. Now, but I was playing other stuff, playing all my Trails games, stuff like that. So I canceled my Game Pass, and I can't play Oblivion anymore. Why not just have it on the PS5 ready to go anytime I want to? I haven't started it yet. I did install it because I still get that itch for Oblivion. I love this game so much. Hopefully one day, a rainy day, I'm going to dig back deep into Cyrodiil. I think it's Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil. That's what it says on the back. And Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Okay, next up is a game that I also got for Christmas. It's from my good friend Paula. It's Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Something I just started playing this morning. About 2 hours in so far. Didn't like the first Death Stranding. I actually loaded up my save a couple of months ago, and I thought I was about 8 hours in. I think I'm just really more like 6 on the first Death Stranding. Nothing really clicked for me with it. It just wasn't my jam. But a lot of people who were in a similar boat as me played through this game and absolutely adored it. So I have to, when that happens, I have to take notice. I have to be like, okay, let's see what happens. And I put it on my Amazon wish list, and it showed up in the mail from our dear friend Paula, and I'm very thankful for that. But like I said, I'm only a few hours in so far, and I've made a few deliveries, fought a few bandits, and done stuff like that. Hung out with Lou. You know, Death Stranding stuff. Anyway, this is the game I'm going to be playing for a while now until I beat it, or until I just fall off of it. We'll see what happens. Death Stranding 2. Okay, the next game is a game that I picked up at a pretty steep discount on Amazon, maybe around Black Friday. I'm not quite sure when I picked it up, but it's Star Wars Outlaws. This is a game that got a good bit of buzz, I think, in 2024, I think is when it came out. I wasn't super sold on it, but it did look pretty damn good. Ubisoft kind of open world Star Wars game, and I have played a bit of it, probably about 3 hours now, and I liked what I played, but it just didn't capture me immediately. Like, I basically stopped playing right as the game kind of let you go off and, you know, pick and choose what you wanted to do. So I just put it down. I was like, I'll do something else. I think around that time, Hades 2 and Metroid Prime 4 would come out, and I was like, well, I'll play those. And I've moved on since then. I just haven't found the appetite to get back into it. But like I said, nothing about it seemed bad. It seemed pretty good. This Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, next up is a Kathy pickup. It is Tekken 8. Now, I don't know much about the fighting game scene. Like, I play fighting games just for fun. Like, I'm not super into them. I don't really watch streams or anything like that. But I think the FGC, I think they kind of dislike Tekken 8. I think Tekken 7 was their jam, and Tekken 8 kind of fell off. I'm not sure. When I played, I'm like, man, this feels like Tekken to me. I did install it and play a little bit. Kathy hasn't played it yet, even though she picked it up. I had to uninstall it for all the other PS5 games that we have. Just no space on that thing. No space. And Tekken 8 gets no respect. No space on the freaking PS5 for Tekken 8. But, yeah, well, Kathy's going to have to find space, maybe delete Infinity Nikki if it hasn't been deleted already. And play some Tekken 8. Plays, what's his name? Was Jin? The guy with the flaming pants from Tekken 3. And Harong, that was my dude. Kicky dude, yeah. Tekken 8. Okay, next up is a game I picked up on clearance at Target a few weeks ago. It was pretty damn cheap. I think it was like $10 or something like that. It is Wildermyth, PlayStation 5. This is a game that was recommended to me by my buddy Jason, and I played a bit of it on the PC. I actually made a video about it. I'm not sure what channel that's on. Maybe I'll link to it in the comments if I remember, or the description. This is a turn-based tactical game with the tiles and stuff like that, but it seems like you're kind of living through like a D&D campaign. Like you have your characters and stuff like that, and they have their different roles, and they can like interact with one another. And there's like, as far as I know, there's like different campaigns you can go on. Like you pick one at the beginning of the game. This is my recollection from what I played. There's a monster compendium. You don't know what a Morthagi is? It'll let you know. It's right there for you. Yeah, this is a game I picked up because I thought Kathy might enjoy it. She enjoys the turn-based tactical games from time to time. And it's got multiplayer, it looks like. Local co-op multiplayer. Deep tactical combat. Embark on epic journeys. That's Wildermyth. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And clearance. Who can stop me? No one. Okay, next up was a gift from Kathy for Christmas this year. And I just beat it this morning and had a damn good time with it. It is Ghost of Yotei. Man, what an awesome game this was. I really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4 back when that first came out. And I really enjoyed it, and I remember certain parts about it. I remember like the story and stuff like that, but like some of the mechanics I don't remember, so I don't know if they added a bunch of stuff into this game to make Hatsu seem like the most badass person in the world, like when she's fighting people. But I was so eager to just run into camps and do the standoff and call my wolf and just mow people down, pick up their weapons, throw them at other people. It was a great damn time. It looked amazing. It was just it was a great time. Story was kind of, at the beginning, it's a revenge tale where she wants to get revenge for her family, and there's some twists and turns that happen in it. Nothing too crazy, nothing that's going to really knock your socks off, but there was some points where I was like, didn't expect that, or I thought it was going to go a certain way, but it didn't. But yeah, that's such a damn good game. Ghost of Yotei, mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, last game is the game that I teased you at the beginning of the video about a new collection, and I talked about Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, playing that on Game Pass last year, and the hiking up the price of Game Pass. So that means I don't have Game Pass anymore. My Xbox Series X is just sitting there with no games on it, basically. That was my Game Pass machine for the most part. So while we were on that trip to Target, racking up clearance and getting Wildermyth, I saw this for a cheap price too. It is Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I have not seen any of the Avatar movies. I don't know anything about it except for blue people. That's it. And this is a Ubisoft-made open-world game. I guess it's like, I've heard it compared to like Far Cry, but in the Avatar universe. It was dirt cheap, and I was like, well, I need games on my Xbox. It's just going to sit there like a freaking brick. So why not start with some clearance games? And yeah, that's super cool that, I was able to find this on a deal. Haven't played it yet. I have seen video of it in the past when it first came out. It does look gorgeous. Amazing looking game. Like I said, I don't know anything about Pandora or Avatar, much of it. I don't know much of anything, so it's gonna be interesting when I finally sit down and play it. I'm like, what the hell is this? But yeah, that's Avatar Frontiers of Pandora and the start of an Xbox Series X collection. Okay, that's been the PlayStation games we picked up here recently. If you have any games that you want to recommend to me based on the stuff you've seen here, let me know. If you want to talk about the games you picked up here recently, whether PlayStation, Switch, Xbox, whatever, let me know in the comments. I'm always down to talk about video games. Please like and subscribe. All of that fun stuff. I've been in for the Pix Pub. Peace out.